everyone, thank you so much for clicking on this video. Today I'm going to be doing a setting up my binder for comebacks video because it's July 2025 and literally almost every single one of my groups has had a comeback or is having a comeback within like a 1 month, 2 month span. And I've just been behind on setting up for things, obviously. Because as soon as I think that I'm done, I'm good for a while, boom, here comes another one. This video is like mega late because literally all of these except for wayvs have already come out. Literally the only single comeback that has not come out that I haven't set up for is wayvs, which comes out soon. If I filmed this video last week like I was supposed to, then it would have been wayv, NCT Dream, and Twice that hadn't had their comeback yet. But because I waited, Dream's comeback was today. Where's Dream? Dream's comeback was today. Twice's comeback was on Friday, so it's 4 days ago now. Anyway, let's just get started. Oh, also, obviously, if you couldn't tell, I've already made the fillers because this is a lot of cards, a lot of fillers to make. If I made them on camera, this video would be 4 hours long. And I want this to be a quick little, like, a little interlude video, just something quick. I don't want this to be like 7,000 hours of me talking. We all know I can talk. First things first comeback we're setting up for in here is From Us 9, which is crazy to say because I haven't had a From Us 9 come back to collect since Unlock My World, which was like 2 years ago or something like that, because I didn't collect Supersonic because of Hybe, but now that From Us 9 is under a different entertainment company that I don't know the name of, I can collect them again wholeheartedly, and I'm so excited. We did lose 2 more members, in case you're unaware. From Us 9 has 5 members now. So before I was collecting Sarom and Jihan. Unfortunately, Sarom did decide to part ways with From Us 9, so now Jihan is the only member that's still in the group that I'm collecting, so I will only be collecting Jihan for future comebacks. I was thinking about collecting my new top 2, since I already have them in an A5 binder, but let me just show you this real quick. This is 1 comeback's worth of cards. I think this is 18 or something. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. This is 17 cards for 1 member for 1 comeback. So I'm gonna stick with 1 member for now. I don't even know if I can handle 1. Let's pull up a template. There's a member of TWS named Jihan. Oh my god, you're kidding. Okay, here we go. Here we go. This is 1 member's template. That's crazy. That's actually crazy. Let's put these pages in, set up for this album. The album's out. The album's been out. I think it's like 2 weeks old at this point. I actually was gonna do, oh my god. Jesus. I was gonna do an unboxing for this album, but then I added all the versions that I was gonna buy to my cart, saw the cart total and was like, no, not right now. And instead I bought the NCT Dream comeback. I do plan on buying this album. Obviously I haven't yet. I want to buy the album. I didn't do an unboxing, but it's okay. From Us 17, number 1 Flover, she did an unboxing, so if you're really interested you can watch that one. So here's what we have. We have 3 photo book versions, you know, that's normal, that's huge for a K-pop group. A postcard version, there's 2 different postcard versions, which whatever. A zine version, which is like this giant, like limited version that I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to get, honestly, like these cards. And then the digipack version, member digipacks, and there's 5 cards per member. I'm gonna try to not complain this entire video. However, this is kind of ridiculous. 17 cards for 1 member for 1 comeback is like literally insane. And at first I was going to organize these by version, but I think I would honestly prefer to organize them by outfit and by like concept. For example, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Of course there's 5. There's 5 cards in 1 outfit, and this is a 4 pocket page. Let me cook. I'm gonna put them in anyway and see. Somebody's gonna have to be double-sided somewhere probably. Hold on. If I do both of the ready version photo books, because those are both in the same brown outfit. Okay, and then the 2 version postcard. Sorry, let me dig through my ginormous stack of fillers. The second 2 postcard version, right? And then the first digipack version. Or, yeah, not version, but you know. If I don't end up collecting the zine versions, because I made fillers for them and I'm gonna try to collect them, but if I don't collect them, then it's fine, just because they're, I feel like I can already smell the price on those, and I'm just not excited. But I'm gonna put this on the back for now, because it's the same color outfit. I'm talking about this one here. She's wearing the brown shirt in all of these. Oh, geez, this filler's a little too big for the sleeve. All right, anyway, so that will be the brown outfits, okay? Next, I'll do this little red striped tank top, which she has 3 photo book cards in for some reason. I don't know. So both of the departure versions. While I'm doing this, since I didn't do an unboxing, I guess I can talk about the album, but Like You Better, Song of the Summer, Saved My Life. It's so Promise9. It's so, like, Stay This Way, but, like, Stay This Way's cooler younger sister. Like, I prefer Nope, I don't. I prefer Like You Better to Stay This Way. But they're the same, like, cool, cute summer vibes. I think I made these fillers too thick for this paper for some reason. Okay, the first Journey card is also in this tank top. Postcard version number 1 is in this tank top. The other 2 version. How many are in this tank top? Damn. Okay, 2 more. No, 3 more. Okay, wait. Pause. There's 3 more in this tank top. So if instead of double-siding this, let me cook. Hold on. And then this will be a full page of this white and red striped tank top. The 2 version and then the first from version. This is crazy! Me digging through all of my fillers. The first from version. Is it even on the camera? Here we go. The first from version is also in this tank top. The second and third digipacks are in this tank top. Okay, so this will be a full page of this one. Then there's this outfit, which only has 1 matching photo card, this one. So that can be like a row. Here, let's do Journey 2. And then the last digipack, right? This is the last oh no, there's 2 more. Okay, well, the last digipack. And then the from version and the 4th digipack. This version of from and the 4th digipack, she's wearing the same outfit. And then the only card we have left is the second zine version. She doesn't have any other cards in this outfit. So, for now, I'm going to put it on the back. Again, I'm not even sure if I'm going to collect the zine version. I have a filler for it just in case. But that way I don't have to have... Actually, since I already got the page out, I might as well just have it on this page. Maybe I can try to find a pop or something. A couple pops to put in here, but for now I'll just put white sleeves. Anyway, I was going to talk about the album and then I got so distracted by my layout because what a confusing setup they had. There's no consistency between the outfits and the versions, so... But my favorite songs on the album are obviously Like You Better, and then B-side-wise, Strawberry Mimosa and Merry-Go-Round are like probably my favorite B-sides. But I love the entire album. It's super summery, super beachy, super fun, super tropical. I wish I could be on the beach and drinking a strawberry mimosa while I listen to the album. That is my setup for their new comeback. It's definitely going to be my priority in here now. Not that I've made much progress back here anyway in a while, but my goal is going to be to try to get at least 1 card in here by my next drawing video. So I can say 1 down, 16 to go. That's the Promise9 collection setup, comeback setup. Okay, this is my girl group binder. There's 2 things in here that need set up. There's no Red Velvet comeback, but Joy apparently is supposed to have a solo this year sometime, so I'm ready for that. If only I was setting up for a WJSN comeback in this video. I am setting up for a Dreamcatcher. They had a unit release. This feels like actually months ago at this point. This has been so long. But they did have a unit release, You Are You, with obviously... Oh, hi Dart. He's just barging in these days. He doesn't even knock or anything. Obviously Yuhyun and then Ju and Sua, which is like my bias line in Dreamcatcher, funnily enough, so it was like perfect. The same issue that I had for Promise9 is also apparent with this Dreamcatcher comeback, because for my Dreamcatcher collection, I only collect like normal album cards. I don't collect the Poco versions or the limited versions. And somehow with just the photo book album cards, we have 11 cards from the photo book for 1 member. At first, when this whole like thing was announced, like, oh, it's my bias in a unit, I'm gonna collect OT3. Then they were like, oh, 11 cards per member. I said, never mind, never mind. 1 will do, 1 will do. To make matters worse, I didn't love the song. Like, obviously this comeback has already happened. I didn't love it. It's not on my playlist and I haven't listened to it since it came out, which is kind of upsetting. It kind of made me not want to collect this album and be like, maybe I just don't collect unit stuff even if she's in the unit. But I was like, no, I'm still gonna try it because usually Dreamcatcher cards will be cheap. Usually. Especially if it's just album cards. So I'm gonna try anyway because I think the cards are cute and I still love Yuhyun even if I didn't like the comeback that much. And honestly, I probably just need to give it another listen. Like I haven't even given it that fair of a chance. So we'll see. I could change my mind. But let's just talk about the stark contrast between their last album, photo book card wise, was 4, versus 11. Crazy. I am going to combine the pages, obviously, because 11 can't fit on one page by itself. So I'm going to do a 7-page pattern and then an 8-page pattern, I think. As ugly as this is probably going to look, I'm going to do an 8-page with the virtuous cards up here on top, like in this section. And then I'm going to do the concept cards. I don't know if you can really see, but per use, Dreamcatcher is doing some concept cards and then selfie cards. 4 concept cards and 7 selfies. So I'm going to put the 4 concept cards on this page and then the selfies all on a page by themselves. Hopefully that will look okay. Like I said, I could do a couple things. I could drop this like album entirely and just say I'm not going to collect unit stuff. Or I could just collect a 9 pocket page, which would be honestly just like the selfies and then 2 of the concepts, because I don't need 4 concepts. Why are we doing concepts in the year 2025? If Twice can move on from concepts for their target cards, then Dreamcatcher should be able to move on from concepts just in general. Okay, I have like descriptions written out on each of these cards, so I'm gonna try to like make a good layout. So the middle row can be these 3 because they're all matching. So it will be, what is shot? Oh, it's the selfie. Because she's like, looks like she's taking a shot in this one. I don't even know if that's a shot glass or not, but it looked like it when I was making the fillers. So Kissy is this one. And then arm. So that's that row. And then shot and cat ear. Shot and cat ear. My 2 favorite poses can be there. And then chin and drink. So this is this page. And similar with From Is 9, hoping to have at least 1 card for this comeback in my next storing video. But we'll see. We'll see. Since I have 7,000 comebacks happening at once, haven't really been looking at any of these. I was lucky and I found all of Yuhyun's virtuous cards just from a seller like all at once, selling them for really cheap because they were like go leftovers. So I'm hoping I can find something similar for the UAU cards, but we will see. We will see, and we'll see if I end up actually sticking to this. I don't want to be the person who collects stuff just to collect stuff, but at the same time, I do want to have like a somewhat up-to-date like Yuhyun collection. So we'll see. My Dreamcatcher collection is very casual. I don't obviously collect everything. I'm not even collecting all the albums, and I'm not collecting every version of the album, so it's just whatever I get. And then obviously aespa had a comeback, kind of. I say kind of because I'm like mad at it. I'm like actually pissed off that this is like an actual physical release that I have to collect. They had a comeback with a single called Dirty Work. And I'm just so confused with what they were thinking because this single has 5 cards. Whiplash, which was a mini album, had 4. Dirty Work has 1 song. Normally when K-pop groups will do a single, they'll have a song and then a B-side, but no, Dirty Work is just plain up Dirty Work and then there's an instrumental. Oh, there's also a Flo Milli remix, which I did listen to, and it is also it's about the same as the original. I don't necessarily dislike Dirty Work. It definitely is my least favorite aespa title track. However, the cards are some of their more beautiful cards that they've come out with. I think if I'm comparing Whiplash and Dirty Work, I prefer Dirty Work's cards, which is so annoying because I wish that I could just fully hate this album. Oh, or it's not even an album. Sorry for the mix-up. This is a single. This is 1 song, to be clear, with 5 cards. I do like, however, that there's 5 cards only because it fills up this 9-pocket page, because Whiplash has 4, Dirty Work has 5, so this page will be complete. Here's the Dirty Work cards. There actually is a scan out for the crew ring card now, but I just haven't updated my template with it. Honestly, all the cards are kind of super similar, so I don't think it really matters where I put them, so I'm just going to put them in order. Dirty Case A, Dirty Case B, Dirty Code, Dirty Worker, and then Dirty Crew Ring. I did buy a copy of this album at Walmart just because it was there and it was only 20 bucks, so like why not? So hopefully I can trade my pull from that to Giselle, and I'm hoping to just buy the rest of the cards that I need because I don't want to buy anymore. I don't want to buy any more of this album. Sorry, not an album. Don't know why I keep calling it an album. Such a random, like it's so random. Why is Dirty, why? I hate SM. I hate SM so bad. But actually, I'm about to go and praise SM when we get to my NCT binder, so let me shut the fuck up. Why would they do that? And apparently they're about to have another comeback in September too, in 2 months. So what was the point? What was the need for Dirty Work? Anyway, I digress. At least I have something to focus on with Giselle. You know, I'm trying to look on the bright side. This whole video has been me complaining. Like, oh my god. I hate to be a pessimist. I hate to bring everything down, but there's just so much to complain about in the K-pop world. You guys don't even know. Well, you do know, because I'm telling you. Anyway. Okay. I have one thing to set up for in my Luna binder. Obviously, not Luna. Not Lusemble, RIP. But I do have, obviously, the Artemis comeback that we can set up for, because they had a comeback last month, I think. It's been a while. Again, it's been a while. They came back with an album called Club Icarus with the title track called Icarus, and I love the album. It's like a mini album. It has like 3 B-sides on it plus the title track and an intro. It's a beautiful album. I still prefer Virtual Angel to Icarus, but hot take incoming, I think I prefer the B-sides on Club Icarus to the B-sides on Doll, which is crazy because I know that people will literally ride or die for the B-sides on Doll. Me too! But something about Verified Beauty and Obsessed just got me so bad. No pun intended, but I am obsessed. So, super excited about this album. Wish there was photo cards, but alas, we live in a world. I actually am gonna do some like moving around in here too. While we're here. Might as well, because I saw someone on Instagram have a certain layout for their burn and the Club Icarus cards, and I was like, wow, I want my cards to look like that. So I'm getting rid of this whole system of just having the OMAs like in order, and I'm also gonna move these. These are just DCOs, like non-album DCOs. I think honestly they should get their own page. I don't want to mix them in with the POBs because they're not POBs, they're like actual DCOs, like objects. For now, I'm gonna put them at the back of this POB section. Once I get more, or I guess I should say if I get more, then I can give them their own page and I'll put them with like these season's greetings cards. But for now, like there's no reason for them to be with my OMAs, and there's really no reason for them to be with my POBs either, but what can you do? So the idea is, instead of just having these OMA pages back here, I'm just gonna put the cards like with their respective eras. So even though I'm still only collecting like Kim Lip for OMAs, I'm gonna put this with like my OT3 version up collection. So this is obviously done, there's no room for it, but I was thinking instead of like having these IDs, like, I'll still keep the IDs, but I think I'm just gonna turn them around, and then I'll put this in the middle here, because we have, these are Odd Eye Circle clear cards, and then Odd Eye Circle OMA, and then Heejin clear cards, and then on the back, why did I say back like that? On the back will be the IDs, and then we'll have Heejin, and then this is Doll. So for Doll, there's 4 OMAs, and there just so happens to be 5 clear cards. They didn't do any clear cards for Icarus, Club Icarus, which was not what I was expecting. I thought they were going to keep doing clear cards till the end of time. But anyway, again, I can just like kind of double side these. In fact, these can probably all get their own sleeve now since they're not like sharing a page. Actually, would it look better if I did OMAs first or IDs first? I think IDs first, honestly. So Heejin, Hustle, Kim Lip. Secondary question, do I do them like IDs 301, 302, 303, like this? Or should I have it like this? I think like this, right? That makes the most sense. I mean, it just looks the best. Or I could also do like a alternating layout and do like ID, or not ID, what are these? Clear cards, clear card, clear card, clear, whoa, clear card, clear card, clear card, clear card, clear card, and then have the OMAs in all the other spots. What do we think about that? Oops. Would that look better than this? Okay, take a mental picture of this in your mind. I'm gonna change it and then we can vote. Just vote. I already know I'm gonna be out. Just vote. I think I like that better. Yeah, right? Everyone agree? Please let me know in the comments. And then I can have a burn into Club Icarus page, because the OMAs, there's 5 burn OMAs, and I have 2 of them. Bruh. So, like that. And then there's 3 OMAs for Club Icarus. So for Kim Lip, this will be a full Kim Lip page right here. And then there's also license cards for one of the versions. Hello? Versions. One of the versions has an OT5 set, IDs basically, which I guess is their new version of clear cards. So I think I might just have an OT5 set on a page. They are going to be harder to get because they only come with one of the photo book versions instead of both of the photo book versions like last time, because the other version has like a postcard or something that comes with it instead. But I'm going to try to get them OT5. It's not like they're going to be super sought after because they're just IDs, so we'll see. Hopefully people will be selling them. I'm just going to put them... Should I do an X pattern? Yeah, whatever. I don't care. I'll change it once I get some. My priority will be Kim Lip, obviously. If I don't get OT5, it's honestly fine because then I can just collect Kim Lip and put her in the middle here on this page. But I'm still trying to collect OT5 for Artemis, like technically, just not for OMAs. So even if it's just IDs and stuff, I'm gonna try. We'll see if I end up changing my mind. But yeah, that's the new idea for these pages, and now this can go away. But yeah, that's the setup for their new comeback. We'll see what happens. I'm down to change everything. That's Artemis. Please listen to the B-sides on that album if you haven't. They're so good. As much as I hate Mod House, like, for everything that they do, the one thing I like is how good they are at making music and how good they are at consistently putting out good comebacks for both of their groups. And they're about to debut a boy group, and I told myself I'm not going to get into it, but if they make good music, if they make like Triple S Artemis type music, like, you're gonna have to tie me up. That's mostly a joke because I don't even think, I honestly, for the rest of my career in K-pop, which I don't know how much longer I have in me, I don't think I'm gonna get into another boy group that isn't NCT. Every single time I've tried, I've been like, yeah, I'm bored already. In Hype, I tried. TXT, I tried. Rise, I tried. However, I am kind of like slowly getting back into Rise. It just is so heartbreaking to think about Rise. Anyway, I'm getting off topic. We have 2 comebacks in here. Nothing for 127. I think yesterday was the 1-year anniversary of Walk. So I need to get on this now. Maybe that'll be my goal for the end of the summer. I don't know. Anyway, that's not what this video is about. NCT Dream had a comeback today, but it's called Go Back to the Future. There's 2 title tracks. So BTTF came out a couple days ago, and then Chiller came out today. And I'm not going to talk too much about the album or the B-sides and whatnot, because I am going to do a unboxing of the album whenever I get my albums. I did order them, so we'll see. And I would like to save my thoughts for that video. This is going to mostly just be me putting the fillers in here, because I as much as I would love, I could sit here and talk about NCT Dream for like 7 hours, but I want to save my thoughts for the video. So I'm gonna be normal and just put these fillers in. Album wise, for inclusions, they have 4 versions. And there are scans already out. I've seen Jamin's. Oh, here we go. So here's the template. I'm so excited to collect this album. The photo cards are so good. They're so similar to ISTJ. To me, especially like the digipack version from ISTJ, I just think it's all very reminiscent. These albums are like twins. They're like sisters. I'm super excited about the photo cards. Like the photo cards themselves. However, there's 4 photo cards. I collect 3 members of NCT Dream, and there's 4 photo cards. How on earth do they expect me to set that up in my binder? You've got to be kidding me. I will say the hoverboard versions are mini. I don't know how many because I haven't seen them in person, but I think they're like yay big. I don't know, they're smaller. So I don't really know. It's gonna make everything look worse anyway. So to me, there's only 3 logistical options here. One is just doing 3. No, actually there's 4. 4 logistical options here. I do 3 of the sets on this page, and then just 1 set on the second page. That's option 1. Option 2, 3 sets on this page, double side, probably the hoverboard set on the back just because it's smaller and that's so annoying. That's option 2. Option 3 is 2 pages of 6 patterns. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That's option 3. Option 4 is the most fun option in my opinion, but I don't think I'm doing it because I haven't set up for it in this video. But 3 rows of cards and an OT7 set. I so badly want to collect an OT7 set for Dream. I've been wanting to collect this set from ISTJ, OT7, since the album came out. And I could logistically do it because I have this unit set that I can just put in this spot and then collect the vending machine cards right here. But I haven't done that because it's a lot to commit to, and this version's pretty hard. So what if I just collected an OT7 set for this album instead? And you know what? I would do the Ultimate Park version because those photo cards are so good. Should I do it? Should I do it? Okay, first of all, my top 3, they did it again. Every single one of their cards looks so good. This is like, I think, my new favorite Jamin photo card. At least it's my favorite photo card of the era, I think. The Ultimate Park version, like all of the members look so good. You know what? You know what? Let's go crazy. I'm gonna go crazy. I'm gonna set up for an OT7 set. And if I change my mind, I change my mind. I don't even care. I'm gonna set up for the Ultimate Park version. Here, we can put it right here so you can see. The Ultimate Park version, I'm gonna, oh, this is Ultimate Park. Wait, how do I do it? Do I do it Jamin or Jamin? Jamin. Yeah. And then the Digipack. So, Ultimate Park, Digipack. And I also picked, cats that I thought matched their personalities. Like, yeah, Jisung would be the gray cat, and Jamin would be the heterochromia eye color cat. I really hope these hoverboard cards don't piss me off. Like, if they even give me 1 ounce of trouble, I'm gonna, like, just not collect them because I'm already pissed off that they're small. I'm excited to get that version of the album, though, the little hoverboard. Anyway, let's set up for an OT7 set. I need oh, I have another page. Perfect. So, I'm so excited. This is my first time collecting OT7 because I collected OT6 for these first albums, but never OT7. Is that right? There's no way. So, OT7, Mark Runjin, Jeno, Haechan, Jamin, Chunla Jisung. I forgot that I collected the Maknae line. I don't have other colors of these cats, so would you guys be offended if I don't give the other members cats? Let's see if I even have cats left. Oh, here they are. Okay, so I need 4 more. I think this one is obviously Haechan. Where's my... Okay, who's this? Jeno? This one's Jeno, for sure. Mark and Renjun? I think this one is Renjun. Okay. Who's Mark? I just feel like whoever I pick, I'm gonna get haters in the comments saying, that's not Mark. Okay, this one is probably if I had to pick a Mark, I think this is the most Mark. But none of them were really Mark. Mark in the Ultimate Park version. That's poetic. Wait, Jisung Park in the Ultimate Park version. That's poetic. Okay, we're feeling crazy today. And there are the fillers. I can't wait. Anyone else who's excited for me? I'm so excited. Okay, that is the dream comeback. We will see how long it takes me to get this album done. I have another comeback for this album. For this binder. This is the one and only comeback in this video that has not come out yet. This is coming out 7/18 and today's the 14th, so 4 more days. And you know what? Probably by the time this video comes out, it'll already be out, so I'm just late to everything. But I'm going to be collecting Henry for this comeback, obviously. I initially was actually going to collect Henry and Xiaojun because when they announced the versions of the album, there was 4 versions. So I had thought there would be 4 photo cards. But unfortunately, the limited version has a photo card and an ID. So that makes 5 cards per member, and I didn't want to have to deal with figuring out how to set that up with 2 members. Once I commit to a full Xiaojun collection, then I will worry about that. But then I'll also have to worry about all of this stuff too, which is already, like, this is already giving me a headache. All of these pages have an odd number of cards. So for now, I'm just setting up for Henry. But don't be surprised if I add Xiaojun in like 1 day. So I'll show you the album details. So this is for the photo book. There's an on version and an off version. Oh, right. No, right. Who is that? Who is flexing? This is not an age order, is it? Is that Xiaojun? No, because that's Yang Yang right there. And that's Henry. Okay, I think the last cards are Henry. Because Henry hits the same pose in all of his photo cards. Who is that flexing? Because that red jacket is 10. That's Yang Yang. That's Xiaojun. Is that Quid flexing? Oh my god, I cannot wait to feast my eyes on that. Anyway, this is the on version, which I prefer concept-wise to the off version. And you'll never guess why, because it's colorful. And this one's just plain black and white. This one is it reminds me of this version of Phantom. This one. And I'm not a huge fan of either of the versions of Phantom. Let's go ahead and bring this back up. Why did Phantom only have 2 photo book versions? And mind you, this was right after Two Baddies had like 17 versions. Not to dig up old beef, but that still pisses me off to this day. Okay, so that's the photo book versions. There's also, like I said, the cube version, which has photo cards. Which one's Henry? This one's Henry. Aw, one thing about Henry, he is gonna draw the cutest picture you've ever seen on the back of his photo cards. And I'm very intrigued by this. Am I gonna buy it? We will see. Depends on how much it is. Because, you know, SM limited versions these days, so expensive for no reason. So the cube version photo card will go here. And then, like I said, they also come with crew cards, which are like IDs, basically. So I'm gonna put that one in the middle. And then there's one more version, the classic Sminny. But actually, now that I'm thinking about it, Dream didn't do Sminnies for theirs, so what's up with that? I don't know. But I like Sminnies. I'm a big fan of Sminnies, actually. So, which one's Henry? Why are they putting Henry at the back? I'm actually confused. That's what his looks like. Make some noise. No more waiting. Big Bands is out now. Can't wait to see you soon. Big Bands is actually not out now, but thank you for your enthusiasm. And then I can put this in here, and this in here, and this in here. Jesus Christ. All right, and that's my setup for Big Bands by wayv, coming in 4 days. Probably already came for you. Last group is Twice, who just had their comeback on Friday. We're gonna go straight to the back of this binder. I do think this is probably the last comeback that I can fit in this binder, and then I'm either gonna have to break this binder apart or get a 3-inch, which I've been scared of the person I become once I become a K-pop collector who has a 3-inch binder. Same with my NCT binder. I'm gonna have to get a 3-inch for them soon too, which is actually, that's worse. Having 2 3-inch binders, way worse than having 1 3-inch binder. Who am I? But we're not there yet. Soon. Here is the stack for this album. There's a perfect amount of cards for my top 3 to not have to collect an OT9 set, which is actually more sad than it is like good, because I love collecting an OT9 set. Like, this is so beautiful, but I don't want to mess up any layouts, so I'm gonna stick with just my top 3. I can always come back to it later. So I guess I can show you a template for this one too. So this is the template for this is for comeback. Obviously, I'm just collecting Sana, Geo, not Geo. Whoa, Nyeon, Sana, and Mina. I don't know where Geo came from. Anyway, so the Polaroid like concept versions will be in a different binder, but everything else will be in this binder. So starting off with this version, there is one regular concept or photo book version. Oh shoot, I have this separated by member. Okay, in this version. So starting off strong. Also, can you kind of see that I'm trying to do like member colors? Nyan Sonamina. That's kind of fun, isn't it? Then there's a Target card, which I'm gonna put in the middle. I think that's this one. Yep. It's not on this, but it's like this. It's like basically this card. It's the same concept. It's a selfie for once. I'm so excited. And then obviously there's the Polaroid version, aka the Nemo version. So that will be at the bottom here. And then this whole page will be this concept selfie. This is hello. This concept selfies. Super excited that they finally did selfies for Target and that it perfectly fit like what I need for my layout. Then we have the is version. So the is version has 2 photo book cards. So those will go on the top and the bottom. This part feels pretty self-explanatory. I feel like you don't really need me to walk you through it, but here I am anyway. So that's these. And then there's the is version Polaroid card, which are so cute. I haven't seen these yet, actually. These are super cute. Very similar to the photo book cards, which is only a little bit annoying. Like this is not the is version, but this 4 version card is just basically a mixture of these 2 cards for the photo books, but whatever. It's not Nyeon's fault that they are like, okay, this comeback we're gonna have 7 different versions, so I need you to take at least 8 selfies in the same outfit, in the same pose, in the same position for all of the versions. In fact, if that was me, I would have been so pissed off. Anyway, here's the is page. Again, it'll be all selfies, all the same concept. It's gonna look so good. Next, the 4 version or the suit version, the same thing as the is version. It's gonna be 2 photo book cards on the top and the bottom. And the Polaroid version. Whoa, is that not Dahyun's album card? That's the same card. Either that's a mistake. There's actually no way. Oh my god, there's no way. Look at that. Remember it? That's the same card. You've got to be kidding me. I don't collect Dahyun, but that just pissed me off. Like, I'm actually annoyed for Dahyun collectors. That's crazy. Not that my members are any better. They're kind of like all doing the same thing in all of them, but that looked like the exact same card. So that's crazy. I hope that's either a mistake or I don't know. There's just no way. That's crazy. JYP's so greedy. Okay, last page is going to be my favorite page, I think, because this page is going to be the digipacks and the confetti version, which are the same concepts, just like they were for strategy. The highlight versions and the digipacks were the same. So we have the digipop, or the non-selfie, which is this, and then the confetti card. Oh, like, look, this is how it's gonna look set up. It's gonna look so good. If I were to collect an OT9 set, actually, that's a lie. If I was gonna collect an OT9 set, it would be one of these is version cards, because I love the concept. But if I had to collect two OT9 sets, I would do the digipack like normal cards and then the is version, because I think the digipack and the is version are the best concepts for this comeback. So all right, this is the setup. We can do a little gander through. Obviously I pulled a couple of these cards in my unboxing, so these will definitely a couple of them will be getting stored in my next video. But here's the full setup. Let's see if this binder wants to close. Yeah, it's not that bad. We'll see how it fills up once actual photo cards are in there instead of pieces of paper. I fear this binder might need to be moved to a bigger binder starting next comeback. So that's everything for this video. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.